Good morning, students. In last online session we have discussed till 11.6. Now we will start with 11.7. In last class we have discussed about contact forces, that was muscular force and a friction force. Now we will discuss about non-contact forces. So the first force which comes in a topic for a non-contact force is a magnetic force. As you can see on the screen, it is magnetic force which is non-contact type of force. That means to transfer force from one point to another, you don't need any physical contact between the surfaces. Second is electrostatic force and third is gravitational force. We will discuss all these three forces one by one. So the first force we do have is magnetic force. Before going to the topic, observe the figure first. The red portion is indicating north pole of a magnet. It is a bar type of magnet. Which type of magnet it is? It is a bar type of magnet. And in bar type of magnet, red side of a magnet shows north pole, whereas blue side of a magnet shows south pole. So you have already learned in a previous standard that if you have same poles, you will feel repulsion from a magnet, and if you have different poles together, then you will feel attraction for that magnet. Yes or no? Okay. So in the first figure, suppose one magnet is with you, one bar magnet is with you, and another bar magnet is been put on a three pencils for acting like a ruler. So whenever north pole and north pole is being bring together or bring closer, the both magnets will feel repulsion. So that is how another magnet, the magnet which is on a pencil, will roll away from the magnet. Yes or no? In the same way, if you are changing the poles, you are giving north pole to the south pole, then both the magnet will feel attractions toward each other, and the magnet, bar magnet which is on a pencil, will come closer to the magnet on your hand. Yes or no? Very good. So let us take an activity. So activity 11.6 says that take a pair of bar magnets, place longer side on the one of the magnets over the three round shaped pencils or wooden rollers as shown in figure. This is the same activity as we have discussed, or I have told you by the pictures. Look, like poles means the poles which having the same poles. Like north poles are like poles, south poles are like poles. So like poles of two magnets repel each other. Repel each other means it will go away from each other. It will go in a different direction. So that word is known as repel or repulsion. Okay. So like poles of two magnets repel each other, and unlike poles again, north pole and south poles are unlike poles. South pole and north pole is unlike poles. So unlike poles attract each other. So unlike poles attract each other. Attraction or repulsion between objects can also be seen as another form of pull and push. If both the magnets attract each other, so such force is known as a pulling force. And if both the magnet repulse each other, then such force can be considered as push force. Yes or no? So whenever pull force is there is no any physical contact between the two magnets. So in that, non-contact type pulling force is there. In the same way, if both the magnets are repulsing each other, then such force can be considered as non-contact type push force. Yes or no? Okay. A magnet can exert a force on another magnet without being in contact with it. There is no necessity for magnets to be in contact to generate force. The force exerted by a magnet is an example of non-contact type force. Similarly, the force exerted by a magnet on a piece of iron is also non-contact type of forces. Suppose we do have only one magnet, we do not have another magnet, second magnet, then also if a magnet is attracting a nail of an iron, that means for that force also it does not require any physical contact. Yes or no? Very yes. Magnetic force has been over. Now we will move on to the electrostatic force. Now, before starting this activity, understand the figure first. See the figure first. On a table, we have sticked one rassi, a small rassi, and with that rassi, they have tied a straw which has been used for cold drinks. That straw is being tied up with a rassi. Yes or no? Okay. So now what they are doing, they are taking another straw and they have rubbed another straw which is in a hand with the help of a resham ka kapda. You know resham ka kapda, which is very smooth. We can also say as a polyester. Polyester means the clothes which are having polymer in it. That cloth is known as a polyester. Yes or no? That polyester is being used in a water park for better sliding. That cloth you have to use for rubbing a straw. So once you rub a straw, what happens? It will positively charge. What it will? Positively charge. What are the electrons were there on a straw will be carried away on a polyester. What does polyester do? Polyester will bring all the electrons from a straw. So once electron is gone, that straw is remained with only positive charges. So that is why we can say that after rubbing a straw with a polyester, that straw will be positively charged. Okay, and the straw which is hanged with the table does not contain any charges. Yes or no? Or else we can say it has both the charges, negative and positive also. So when you take that straw closer to the straw which is been hanged, one is positively charged and another with the no charge. So that is how they will attract each other. In the same way, like magnet attracts a nail of iron. Nail of iron does not contain any charges. Yes, but magnet is charged, positively charged. So magnet attracts nail of iron. Yes or no? Okay. In the same way, electrostatic charge also act. A positively charged straw will attract non-charged straw which is been hanged on a table. Yes or no? Very good. Take a plastic straw and cut it into nearly 2 equal pieces. We haven't cut it into 2 straws. There is also a phenomenon. Suspend one of the pieces from the edge of a table with the help of a piece of a thread. एक रस्सी से हमने उसको बांध दिया. We have tied with a thread. Now hold the other piece of straw in your hand and rub it with the free end with a sheet of paper or polymer cloth. Sheet of paper, maybe you have to use a butter paper. If you use a simple paper, it won't give you a considerable effect. It will give effect, but the difference is not that much. So better to use butter paper or better to use polymer cloths for better attraction. Bring the rubber end of the straw near the suspended straw. Make sure that the 2 pieces do not touch each other. What do you observe? You have to take that straw as close as possible. You don't have to touch it. If you touch it, it won't affect. You have to get it closer. So when you are taking one straw closer to the another straw, you will feel that the another straw which has been hanged is coming closer to the straw which is in your hand. So there is attraction. So you have to be very careful when you are doing this experiment. you don't have to touch the straw, because if you touch the straw, the positively charged protons will transfer into the hanging straw, and you will not feel any effect for the electrostatic charge. Next, rub the free end of the suspended piece of straw of sheet of paper. Again, bring the straw that was rubbed earlier paper near the free end of the suspended straw. What do you observe? Now what we have to do? We have already rubbed with a polymer cloth of a straw which was in our hand. Now what we have to do? Don't put this straw somewhere else. Just have it in your hand. Take a straw which has been hanged and try rub it also with the polymer cloth. Now when you bring both the straws closer, now you will feel repulsion going away effect between the two straws. That means the straw which has been hanged is also having positive charge in it. Yes or no? Very good. A straw is said to have acquired electrostatic charge. Yes or no? A straw is now having electrostatic charge. After it has been rubbed with a sheet of paper, such straw is an example of charged body. Once you rub it, it will already have a charged particles. The force exerted by a change charged body to another charged body or uncharged body is known as an electrostatic force. Either it is attraction, also it is electrostatic force. Either it is repulsion, also it is electrostatic force. But how we will differentiate? Electrostatic attraction force and electrostatic repulsion force, or I can say electrostatic pull force, electrostatic push force. Okay. This force comes into play even when the bodies are not in contact. There is no necessity for both the bodies to come in contact to transfer force. That is why it is known as a non-contact type force. The electrostatic force therefore is another example of non-contact force. So one is magnetic force, which is non-contact type of force, and another is electrostatic force, that is also non-contact type of force. Now the third contact type of force is gravitational force. But like magnetic and static force, like magnetic and static force, magnetic and static both force are attractive type also and repulsive type also. But what happens in a gravity? Gravity only acts in one direction. That means gravity is only acting in an attractive way. It just pulls it. It won't push it. Gravity always pulls, doesn't push. So gravity is the only contact type of force which is having only pull type of category, not push type of category. So you know that coin or pence falls to the ground when it slips off your hand. The leaves of fruit also fall on the ground when they get detached from the plant. So as we know, gravity is everywhere. It is between you and me. It is between earth and a moon. It is between earth and a sun. It is between moon and a sun. Everywhere gravity is there. Our whole universe is working on a field like gravity. So have you ever wondered why is it so? Why pen falls down? Why apple falls on a Newton's head? Because of gravity. So objects or things falls towards the earth because it pulls them. It pulls them. This force is called the force of gravity or just gravity or gravitational force or gravitational pull. Everything is just a type of a pull force. This is an attractive force. The force of gravity acts on all objects. The force of gravity acts on all of us all the time without our being aware of it. Now also gravity is acting on you, gravity is acting on me, but we don't even realize. Why? Because it works on a very poor manner, or we can say our body can withstand such gravity to live. Water begins to flow towards the ground as soon as we open a tap. Water in rivers flows down due to the force of gravity. gravity is not a property of the earth alone. Only our earth is having gravity, that is not the case. Moon is having gravity, Jupiter is also gravity. Jupiter's gravity is so high that we are being saved from billions of years from an asteroid. Why is it so? Because when asteroid comes in a Earth's orbit, Jupiter pulls that asteroid towards him to save Earth. So Jupiter is like a father of Earth, so that Jupiter always saves his child from asteroids. Whether small or large exert a force on every other object, this force is known as a gravitational force. Now moving on to the pressure. I think we have to keep it until here only, 11.8 pressure, because it is the last topic and it is lengthy one. So for today's online session we are keeping up to the non-contact type forces only. From next online session we will start pressure, and if you have any doubt, if you have any query, please try to comment so that as soon as I can see this, I can resolve your problems and do needful. Okay, so till then we are keeping up until non-contact type of forces. Thank you.